Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Type back in the video today. And today, the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Buffalo Bills 37-34 in overtime. What a win for the Eagles in overtime. I know a lot of people say the Eagles, they're not, some people talk about the strength of their schedule. I know they just beat the Chiefs, and a couple weeks before that, they beat the Cowboys, but people do mess with the Eagles about, not getting great wins. Because besides beating the Cowboys and the Chiefs before this game, all the rest of their wins are against bad teams. This was a great team win for the Eagles to come back from behind. They were down, double digits multiple times in this game. They were down 17-7 at halftime. Going into the fourth quarter, they were down 24-14. But in the fourth quarter, they outscored the Bills 17-7 to send this game to overtime. To send this game to overtime 31-31 and beat the Bills in overtime 37-34. Fun fact, since the divisional playoff game in 2021, I believe 2021, whatever it was, with the Bills and the Chiefs when it went overtime, Josh Allen is 0-5 in overtime since then. That is crazy to think about. But the Eagles get the win 37-34. Jalen Hurts looked really nice, 3 passing touchdowns. He had a terrible first half. Threw 44 passing yards. It was terrible. They weren't passing the ball up, but he didn't look good in the first half anyways. But he bounced back and threw for 156 passing yards in the second half, and threw 3 touchdown passes as well, and looked fantastic, and had a rushing touchdown too. And Jake Elliott hit a big 59-yard field goal in this game in the fourth quarter to send this game to overtime too. In the weather conditions in Philadelphia, it was bad wind as well. Unbelievable kick by Jake Elliott. I think that's going to be one of the best field goal kicks all season when it's all said and done. And the Eagles get the win 37-34. Let's go over the scoring summary, then we'll go over the game leaders and some other stats. So, all right, scoring summary. Jalen Hurts with a 1-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, 7-0. But then the Bills have an amazing second quarter, 17 points. Tyler Bass, 48-yard field goal. Josh Allen, 9-yard touchdown run. Josh Allen, 13-yard touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs, and it's 17-7. Then third quarter, A.J. Brown, 3-yard touchdown reception from Jalen Hurts, and then a Josh Allen, another touchdown run, 16-yard touchdown run. It's 24-14 going into the fourth. Bills lead. Then score by score, Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith on a 15-yard touchdown, and it's 24-21. Then, I'm going to try to say his name right. Jalen Hurts to a 29-yard touchdown pass to Alamide Zakauskis, and it is 28-24. It was an unbelievable catch as well. Mossed 2 defenders. Josh Allen then throws a 7-yard touchdown pass to Gabe Davis. There's 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining. I kind of felt like the Eagles let the Bills score so they can get the ball back and try to tie it, knowing, I don't know, it was a third down when the Gabe Davis touchdown happened on a slant going on the left. So I really don't know if they were trying to let them score a touchdown right there, but that was my theory at the time, because the Eagles, their offense was on fire starting that drive. But then, once they got down, in range, they got up all the way up to the 30-yard line. But multiple penalties got them all the way back to like the 42-yard line. 2 penalties got them back I think 12 yards, or maybe it was almost 15 yards. I think it was almost 15 yards, potentially. I don't remember the exact number. But Jake Elliott kicked a 59-yard field goal and tied the game 31-31. And then overtime, after a missed touchdown from Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, they have to settle for a 40-yard field goal. It's 34-31. They got the ball to start. They got to score a touchdown. They had the chance. Allen had Diggs, and it was a weird play where they missed the touchdown. And it's 34-31. Could have the touchdown and walked away with this win. But then they gave the ball back to the Eagles. Field goal would have gave the Bills the ball back. Any score wins. Touchdown wins it. A stop wins it for the Eagles. Stop wins it for the Bills. Eagles score a touchdown, another Jalen Hurts touchdown run, 12-yard touchdown run, 3 passing touchdowns on the day, 2 rushing touchdowns. Unbelievable day for Jalen Hurts. Put him in the MVP conversation, and that's coming from a Texans fan who thinks CJ Stroud should be in the MVP conversation as well. All right, game leaders. Josh Allen, 29 for 51 with 339 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. Jalen Hurts, 18 for 31, 200 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 1 interception thrown. Rushing yards, Josh Allen, quarterback, 9 carries, 81 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. DeAndre Swift, 14 carries, 80 rushing yards. Receiving yards, Gabe Davis, 6 receptions for 105 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Devontae Smith, 7 receptions for 106 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Some other stats, Jalen Hurts ran the ball 14 times for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's like top 5 in rushing touchdowns in the NFL, if not higher than that. Kenneth Gainwell had 26 rushing yards as well, and Boston Scott had 14. For the Bills, James Cook with 16 carries for 43 rushing yards. Besides Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs had 6 receptions for 74 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. James Cook had 6 receptions for 57 receiving yards and 0 touchdowns. And then for the Eagles, besides Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown had 5 receptions for 37 receiving yards and 1 touchdown, and that was it. Fumbles, Jalen Hurts lost the fumble in this game, was recovered by Greg Russo, and Khalil Shakir fumbled in this game, but he recovered it. He's one of their receivers. He's like he's their third best wide receiver. He's their wide receiver 3. Eagles and Bills defensive stats led by tackles, both 2 safeties. For the Eagles, Kevin Byard led them in tackles with 13, and Micah Hyde led the Bills in tackles with 6. 2 sacks for the Bills. Those sacks go to Lenval Joseph and Tim Settle. And then 1 sack for the Eagles. That sack goes to Brandon Graham. Interceptions. You have 1 interception for both teams. For the Bills, Terrell Bernard with an interception return for 2 yards, and then James Bradbury with an interception for 5 yards for the Eagles. So great win for the Eagles in overtime, 37-34. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out.